Hello everyone, it's Hannah here from Virtually Fluent. Welcome to today's video, which is a vocabulary booster with advanced vocabulary on parts of the face and body in English. Now, you should already know the basics of the parts of the face and body in English. We do have a beginner's English vocabulary video, as well as a free online course to boost this vocabulary. I highly recommend you check that out first before having a look at this slightly more advanced vocabulary today. If you would like to practice the vocabulary from today's video, we do have an online course. I have left the link to that also in the description below. But for now, let's get started with those advanced words and phrases for parts of the face and body in English. So we're going to start with some different parts of the face. We're going to start here with the cheeks, which you can see much more prominently when I smile. These big puffy parts are my cheeks. Up here, this solid part at the top is my forehead, Moving down to the solid bone here that goes across my nose would be the bridge of my nose, the bridge of the nose. If we move down, the little holes where we breathe through our nose would be the nostrils. Moving down, we have the tongue, which is the muscle inside the mouth. Further down, we have this bone sticking out, which is the chin. Going up to the top, you can see here these soft parts on both sides of my head would be my temples. And moving round to my ears, this soft part of skin at the bottom where my earrings go through would be my ear lobes. Let's have a closer look at the eye, the parts of the eye on the face. So above my eye, these hairs are called my eyebrows. Coming down, the flap of skin which goes over my eyes when they're closed are my eyelids. When I close my eyes, you can see my eyelids. At the end of my eyelids and also along the bottom, the little hairs we have are called eyelashes. Then inside the eye, the coloured part, brown, blue, hazel, whatever it might be, green, that part is the iris, and that black part right in the centre of your eye is called the pupil. Now we're coming down to underneath my neck. You can see the collarbone, these two bones on both sides which stick out is the collarbone. And all this section across the top would be my chest. Next, we have the armpit, which is underneath your arm. So this connects your arm to your torso. We have these two armpits. Moving further down, we have the forearm, and then the connector between the arm and the hand would be the wrist. This is my wrist. Now let's have a detailed look at some parts of the hand. This part on the outside is my palm. Then on the other side, we have our fingernails. Sometimes you could paint these with nail polish. And at the very bottom of your fingernails, where the skin is, then you would have the cuticles. Now we have the different fingers on the hand. We have the thumbs, then we have the index finger, we have the middle finger, then we have the ring finger. We typically wear rings on that finger. And finally, the little finger at the end. And the other important part is this solid part. These bones protruding would be the knuckles, which you can hit the knuckles. Moving back to the central part of our body, this can also be called the trunk. We have our chest we spoke about earlier, and also our stomach or tummy, all part of that trunk. In the center of our stomach, we have a little hole, which is called the belly button, also the navel. Moving round, we have these bones at the side. Both sides, these are called our hips. And we know that behind us is our back, but this bottom part of the back is called the small of the back. Now we're going on to the different parts of the leg. This top section with these big muscles at the top would be the thighs. And on the bottom part of our leg, below the knee, the muscle at the back is called the calf, whilst the bone at the front is called the shin. And the final part of the body we're going to have a look at is the foot, plural feet. So down here you can see in pink we have the heel of the foot. That's this bottom part here. Then we have the arch of the foot, which is that lifted part. And then we have the section with a lot of weight would be the ball of the foot. And then at the end, of course, we have our toes. The biggest is rather conveniently called the big toe, and the littlest is called the little toe. And all of our toes would also have toenails. Remember, we had fingernails up here. These ones would be toenails. And the final part is the sole of the foot, which is the entire flat bottom part of our foot is the sole. And that's it for today's video. Hopefully you learned a little bit more vocabulary to talk about parts of the face and body in English. If you did learn something new or simply enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give us a like, a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn notifications on so you know exactly when we release new English vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar videos to help you boost your everyday English. This is Hannah from Virtually Fluent, bringing English to life.